yeah, I loved how comfortable he looked. And yeah, every fucking night when I got on stage, I was fighting for my life. I was never comfortable. I just remember every show just racing to get off stage, racing to get through my set. And then I found a spot where I was comfortable and I started trying to communicate with the audience. And then when I realized they were getting angry at me affirming them, I was like, okay, you're getting angry that I'm affirming you. This is not my crowd and it'll never be. And that's all right. That's all right. You know what I mean? So it was tough. Like, it was tough and it was heavy on my soul, like feeling that energy, especially the day when the bottle happened, because that side of the stage, like, I felt the energy. I wasn't surprised that it happened. I felt it. It was, first of all, it was just all darkness. That's literally the energy that was coming from the left side. And I felt it. So when it happened, like, I had one more song left. So when it happened, Sonda, give me that box back. Come on, girl. Come on, give it to me now. That ain't a toy. So when it happened, you know, honestly, it was painful to be disrespected like that. But that was just the icing on the cake, y'all. I snapped. It was the worst tour of my life, and I snapped. And the crazy thing about the LA show is that it was so good. In my mind, I thought it was so good. It was going so good. And you know what also sucked? Like, there was an artist that she tried to, like, instill, like, peace in me and, like, trying to give me some tips. She was like, you need to have dancers. That's what you need. You need some dancers. You really think me coming out there with some background singers is going to make these people give a shit about me? They don't want to hear what I'm talking about. They don't want to hear the vibrations. The vibrations was too happy. You really think some was going to help niggas download whipped cream? And then who's going to do this to whipped cream? Nobody. Nobody could do that. And so that was really tough trying to explain to her, like, you don't get it. Like, there's nothing I could do. I can walk into my space as Ari with my people and I don't got to change a thing. Like, they love me for me. And I don't gotta twerk this ass, because I don't know how anyway. You know, I don't gotta do a million runs, and I don't gotta rap, and I don't gotta sing about whatever everyone else is singing about. I just gotta do myself. I gotta be myself, and it works. You know, and that really opened my eyes to, like, what are you doing? You have a whole world as an artist. There is no reason at this point in your life that you should be trying to get somebody else's fans. And that was the most blatant I've ever experienced. Like, not only are y'all not for me, but I don't even want it. Y'all, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm so, like, stressed. Well, not stressed, but, like, traumatized by it. I can't even listen to trap music right now. Like, I can't even listen to it. Like, because knowing as much as I'm a fan of, like, every type of music, it just hit home that, like, that don't mean that's how everybody else works. Like, everybody else ain't necessarily welcoming and understanding to every type of music, whether you get it or not. Like, I don't pay to go to a show and, like, plot on ways to attack or antagonize or disrespect an artist that's on stage. Like, that's just not it's not my MO. Like, when I go to a show, I'm amazed and I'm learning from the artist and I'm taking it in, you know, whether I'm like this super fan or not, you know, whether I listen to your music or not. Like, I'm just paying attention to everything, you know. So to be treated like that is, I mean, I'm not the first. I mean, there's tons of people who have experienced like violence and disrespect. I mean, I was on that stage and people would have, shit on their screens saying next, like, and I can't deal with shit like that. I'll flick you off. I'll curse you out. I don't know how to deal with blatant disrespect. Like, it's just not, it's like showtime over. Because I don't play that. I don't play that because I would never do that to you. I would never let anyone do that to you. But of course, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here doing what we do. Anyway, so, I mean, it's just that simple. Because if you were, then you would understand, like, the blood, sweat, and tear. Not blood, like, that's a lot. Well, there is some blood, okay, if you really want to get deep into it. But the freaking blood, sweat, and tears that goes into, like, an artist getting on that damn stage and, like, giving everything they got, even if it doesn't impress you. Like, even if it fucking doesn't impress you, it's just like, nothing was ever going to be enough. Whether I was sounding like, I watched somebody say, well, this was a time, there was a time where, let's just talk about it for what it really is. She really ain't on, Whitney Houston was incredible every time she got on that stage. And I'm just like, bruh, that may be factual, but ain't no fucking way. At the end of the day, Whitney Houston going into like, I'm sorry, if she's, this would never happen. But if she's opening, this is hypothetical, and it's all due respect. I saw a guy say Whitney, so I'm bringing up Whitney, and she's legendary, and she's everything. Whitney Houston being direct support for Korn, they're not feeling it. They're probably not gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying? They're here for Korn. They're here for metal music. So at the same time, it's just like, it's one thing to hate me, like, that's fine. Like, you hate me, but it's another thing to be like, get this bitch off stage, or like have your little signs, or like assault me. Like, it's just like, what is this aggression? Like, you're that pissed. But it's also like, thank you, because there's a lot of bills that I caught up on, so thank you. But it's like, whew, the disrespect. It was a lot for like 2.5 months, like knowing I didn't have to do it. Like getting my wardrobe stolen. It was just a very hard 2.5 fucking months. Very, very, very hard. And it was very lonely too. But I thought it would be a good idea, like I always imagine like myself, like, I asked my agents, like, can I open up for Red Hot Chili Peppers? Can I open up for Little Dragon? And I remember my agent telling me, like, well, these things have to make sense. And so when this offer came about, like, I was just like, it was kind of like similar to that, where it was just like, this, of course, I would love to do it. Like, this is a great time, a great opportunity to, like, show people I can really sing and, like, get some fans. I was wrong. And now I get why, no, it does not make sense to open up for anybody. I don't care who you are. I'm sorry. For anyone. It just doesn't matter. Well, I don't know. Maybe it will matter. Maybe there are fans that are sweeter than other fans, but that type of music, I'm good. I'm good. And it's fucked up, but it is what it is. It's a certain type of energy.